What's going on, y'all? So I didn't think it was gonna happen, but the DeWalt router, it's not working. Just the LED lights come on, but it's not spinning. So stick around, I'm gonna show you how easy it is to get it working again. Okay, so I know what the problem is. It's the brushes. The brushes have finally gone bad in this DeWalt router. I've been using the machine for a little over a year. Pretty heavy use, not crazy, but pretty heavy and steady. So the brushes do go out. If you're wondering what a brush is, they're just these little pieces of like a carbon block that has a wire, and without getting too scientific on you, it just makes sure that the electrical current goes from the machine to the spindle part of the router to make it spin. That's it. So my router started making a little funny sound on the last project that I did. When I turned it off, I thought it was gonna be good. I turned it back on and nothing. So I'm gonna fix the brushes. First, troubleshoot by making sure your connection, your power cord connection is good. And then once we take the cover off of the router, I can show you what else you can check. First step in this project, make sure that your router is unplugged. That way it doesn't magically turn back on and jack you up. So I already took the router out of the mount, just loosening the front screws here, taking the router out. If you guys own one of these machines, you obviously know how to do that. All right, so looking at the top of the router, we gotta take these 4 screws out. You're gonna need like a either a really small flathead screwdriver, or I'm just using, if I can get this thing to focus in here, yes, maybe, just one of these little hex tips. This works really well. So I'm gonna take these out and we'll keep on moving. Remove the cap and we'll move on. We'll start by referencing the on and off switch. So the brushes are going to be located in here and in here. There are 2 brushes. So let me try to zoom this in. So as you can see, there's a little terminal right here. So the brush is in here and this is the terminal. So this is the little wire. So you can first start by checking that these terminal connections are good. You know, just push them down, make sure they're in there tight, and maybe just take them off, put them back on, and see if your router will work then. That could be an issue just with the connection, with dust and everything getting in there. So I'm gonna take these brushes out, and it is super easy to do. So I'm gonna be using some needle nose pliers to get this job done. Makes it super easy. You could also use like a paper clip or maybe a real small folding knife or something. But the first part, you just take this connection off of the terminal. Just by lifting it up, it should come off real easy. Shouldn't need to use too much force there. So now you'll see this brass colored like wheel that's all wound up. That's a spring. So you want to go in behind the spring just to move the spring forward so that you can get access to the brush. So just by pushing it forward and off to the side, now the spring is over here, you can just pull that wire and the brush will come right out. So that's the brush right there. You can see it's worn down quite a bit. It actually looks like it might have some more life in it, but I'm gonna go ahead and replace them anyway. So it's the exact same thing. On the other side, you go ahead and disconnect the terminal right there. Sneak in behind to get that spring. Push the spring forward and off to the side. Might take a couple tries. And then you just pull the brush right out. So those are your 2 brushes. Now we're gonna go ahead and replace them with the new ones. And as you can see, the new ones are much larger. So it's gonna be the exact same process. You wanna make sure that the end where the wire is, that's gonna be facing towards the outside of the router. So, and the wire you wanna put on the same side as the terminal. So you simply push it back in, go ahead and secure that terminal. All you gotta do is just push down on it a little bit. Nice and secure there. This is where the needle nose pliers come in handy, because you can really just grab that spring and lock it on. And there's little grooves. See if I can get the other brush and have it focus. Put this down. So there are this tiny little groove here in the brush. That little space, that's where that spring is going to sit in, and that makes sure that the brush stays in there nice and tight. So, I mean, it's so simple. Other one goes in there, onto the terminal, reattach the spring, and boom. So you want to make sure that you get the right brushes for the right machine, because drills have different brushes, grinders have different brushes, so you want to make sure you get brushes that fit the DeWalt DWP 611, if that's what you got. And I'll put a link in the description for that. You can get them off Amazon, or you can also get them from TBD CNC. So let's plug this in and see if it works. Got it plugged back in, let's see if it works. Good to go. So now all you got to do is just put the cap back on, put the screws. As you can see, it gets pretty dirty in here. So while you got the cover off, make sure you unplug your router again, and then you can just go in here and clean this out while you have the cap off. But you put the cap back on, put your screws back in, get your router back in the Z-mount, and then, you know, just check all of your V-wheels, your eccentric nuts to make sure that your Z-axis is good to go before you cut the next project. But I hope that was helpful for you guys. Super easy. Again, just replacing the brushes. That's what the problem was here. You'll probably hear the router start giving out on you, making some rattling and funny noises. But these are only a couple bucks to fix, and don't be like me. Go ahead and order you some right now so that you're not waiting around for shipping for the new brushes to come in. So that's it. All right, y'all, that's it. It's super easy fix, only costs you a couple bucks and a couple minutes of your time. So I hope that you found the video helpful. If so, give me a thumbs up or let me know down in the comments. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, please consider doing so. I'm going to have a video coming up very, very soon because the Shapeoko is going to get a new home. I love the enclosure, but my space is limited in here, so I have a better spot for it, and I'm going to be moving it and incorporating another enclosure type structure where it's going. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I post that one. But until next time, I'll see y'all.